Well, hello there, and we're on. If you heard me talking, it's because I did not know we were on. um, Jamie just gave me a little dose of my own medicine because for 30 days we were doing this live everyday challenge with this private group, and I wouldn't tell her when I was hitting the go live button. I would just do it, and uh, and now she's done the same to me. You've used my own ways against me. Um, Please excuse me. Let me take a drink of my drink because I was not ready yet. Hold on.
We're not ready at all.
Well, the good news is that Jamie is currently eating. We have learned the secret to keeping this marriage and this stream happy is making sure that she is sustenance. Oh, you're not even on your
I don't
mic.
want them to hear me chewing.
Oh. But you were talking.
That's okay.
Okay. Well, know that Oh, and Brian's here. Brian said at least you weren't at your other desk when she did it. Funny thing, since we're going to talk about that, I couldn't find my desk this morning. And because the,
Oh, that other desk.
yeah, that other desk. And it's because the older boy stole it to use it for his trombone practice and didn't return it. Little does he know what I use it for. But that's not the point of this. So I searched everywhere for it and I couldn't find it. So I have one of those lap cushion things where it's a lap cushion with the hard top. And so it's like the most like
Oh my
T-Rex
God.
style work, but I got so much done. And in fact,
Nobody wants to know
Brian,
that.
some of the emails I sent to
Oh
you
my God.
were right from there. So
You're gonna traumatize him.
where we're gonna talk to Brian in like an hour or so. He'll probably express to us how he really feels. But thank you for joining us today, guys. Today we're going to be talking about how often you should be posting to social media. This is kind of this is kind of this is kind of a common question in the sense of a lot of nonprofits have been told from, you know, back in the day. I think the original thought was in order to be effective in social media is you got to be like posting nonstop and posting a lot because you want to constantly be on top of people's mind or on top of mine, on top of the feed. Speaking of feed, um, but the problem with that now is that social media like Facebook and Instagram, they don't want you to spam people's feeds. They know that that's what, businesses were starting to do, which was just constantly post, 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 post. And they were like, I don't want to support you clogging up all of these people's personal feeds because the point of social media is to be social, like having connections and conversations, not to be, marketed at. So they have since really paid attention to if you're the frequency of people posting and how much interaction and engagement that their posts get. And if they see that you're posting a ton and getting zero interactions or engagement, they're gonna start like not showing putting you on people's feeds because they're gonna say like, oh, obviously this content is not relevant to their audience. So I don't want to, they don't want the like Facebook to turn into a what is that like an email like the junk folder in your email where you never even look in there anymore. You just yeah, spam folder. So so then the question's always been from nonprofit organizations that ask us when it comes to social media. Well, how often are you supposed to be posting? Because I was told we have to do like 2-3 times a day, and it's like we can't keep up with that. And I would say don't post that much unless you honestly have 2 to 3 really awesome things to post a day, which I can't imagine anyone having that much. Uh, so the question then becomes, as Jamie finishes her sandwich, what is the ideal? Uh oh.
Sorry.
What is the ideal amount of times, or how often should you be posting to social media?
I just wipe my mouth with the part that I wipe your nose with.
It says, if, Golgi, baby. Is that how you say your name? I just love that name. I want to say it the right way. I hear it as if it's somebody like coming into the door of a party, like, it's Golgi, baby.
Wait, check. Oh, look, Brian saw it.
Oh,
Yay. Wait,
Right.
check my teeth.
good. We're
Okay.
good. This is a great way to keep the suspense. Like, we're just about to give the answer that everyone tuned in for, and instead of giving it to him, we started doing beautification activities.
They're like apes.
Yeah. All right. So, what would you say is the ideal amount of, or how many times should people be posting on social media?
I think people still like I do still see more recent things that say like you should still post like every day or like at least 3 times a week, but I feel like that's like ideal. Like if you can get there,
Right.
that's a goal. But for people who have other work that they need to do and they're not just a social media person, then I wouldn't stress about it and focus more on making good content.
Yeah, especially because I think for most nonprofits, it's either the ED or the CEO or HR manager, or like, it's always somebody that's not their sole purpose or job, or not even a main focus of their job, but it's just like, hey, you're the one that this job has fallen upon, so you handle the social media. And it's like, I don't even know how to handle social media, let alone want to. So
Are the mics quiet? I'm trying to raise them up because they look low.
you raise me up. They're good now.
Okay.
They what? I think they were low.
Okay. Sorry.
But obviously, Brian and Golgi baby could hear us. Brian heard me enough to know that the table in my office was used for. Anyways, so the key is, I think, as Jamie said, the sweet spot. I think particularly for nonprofits, because it's just like I can't imagine too many nonprofits having a whole lot of really great relatable content that could be daily. I just can't see it. Maybe there's some, like, the ones that I could see maybe that it works for would be some of like the sustainability nonprofits, or places where they have, a farm or something like that, where every day there's something that you could show, whether it's
Yeah.
like, here's
But
today's crops.
there's ones that I follow that have like a lot of activities, like a lot of people coming. It is like Lois and stuff, and they have people coming, so they have a lot of content, and they can use just like one picture from this group and then another picture from that same group like later, so they can spread it out. So they have a lot of stuff.
That's a great tip too. I know this is a little off topic, but
Oh yeah.
you can people think like, oh, I already posted from, Monday's event, so I can't post it again. But there really is no reason why you can't take multiple pictures, or grab multiple days worth of content at one event and spread out sharing them. You don't have to post all 9 pictures on a one post. You can
There's
post
some
one.
people that say that that's wasting your content because having the multiple pictures in one doesn't really do that much for that one post. I don't know if that's true. I've just seen that said by some social media people.
See, and I don't necessarily agree with that, because whenever when I look through my Instagram feed and I see the little dots after, I think almost always, if that first picture is something interesting to me, I'll always scroll through to see what the rest of
Really?
our, yeah.
Oh.
If I'm not curious or interested by that first picture, I won't scroll. But then if they were to show 8 pictures, subsequently, of something that I don't am not particularly interested in, it would still have the same effect of spread over 8 days versus all in one post for me. I wouldn't be interested in it no matter when I saw it, right? So I kind of feel like because I'm guilty of putting multiple pictures in an Instagram post, a single Instagram post, but it's because I think the strength of a single image from that group of four isn't strong enough to me or compelling enough for me as a poster to think, oh, this is worth being a single post itself, and that I could write a caption about it. So rather than follow this rule just blindly and hearing
Yeah.
her say like, oh, don't post, was it multiple shots in one post? I'll just take it by the situation. I'll let the content decide that decision for me. But as far as if you could at least try to do, I agree with if you could do like 3 a week, that would be great. And again, last week we went through some tips as to how you can do it, because you might be hearing that and go, I don't have 3 days to commit to posting. But last week we talked about how you can use different apps to, what is that called when you
Schedule.
Yeah, schedule. See, good thing she ate. She's able to think. I'm the opposite. When I eat, I slow down and my brain doesn't work as fast. But you can schedule out your post so you can do all of your work on Monday.
Too.
Yeah, that's why I have the opposite effect.
So does that mean you're slowing down? Oh, that's why you couldn't think of the word.
I couldn't think of a simple word as schedule. Do you guys notice Jamie's face is darker than normal? Look, usually I'm darker, but today she has much more color in her face.
Are you being mean to me?
I'm not being mean to you, but it's going to come across like that. It's only because I wanted to segue into explaining.
Sunburn?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with anything?
It's just, I think, interesting and fun to talk about. We just had this 6-hour shoot in Waikiki this past weekend, and Jamie didn't think to put on sunscreen, and now she is this color. And
Can you see it?
yeah, see?
Oh wait, other side. Wait, oh there.
Yeah, see, look at that. Look at the
Can't
contrast.
I can't tell.
But yeah, it was brutal, man. And as we were walking through the streets of Waikiki, like we thought we were gonna go to like a couple spots. We went to like 14 different shoot locations to capture footage for this project. And
My COVID tan.
your COVID. Brian calls this her COVID tan.
And I think it's the opposite. I don't know anything about makeup, but I think when you're contouring, you're supposed to make this part darker so that it looks more
there's
like you have like your cheekbones stand out. But this part is whiter now.
You got the Santa look, the rosy cheeks. She got that Santa glow happening. But yeah, as the hours passed, I would look at her and I just see, because she had a mask on, so I just see right here, and I was like, "Ooh, that is looking fierce and angry." And you know that when you wait like a couple hours after you exit the sun, that's when it gets worse. So I just kept thinking, "Oh, this is not gonna go well." So it's been 3 days since we did the shoot. And so it's starting to come down, but I just think it's funny because every time we do this afterwards, I'll always notice like, oh, you're very pale next to me. And now now I look pale. I look like I have jaundice or something. Any other thoughts as to how often you should post? I think also a thing to consider is what type of platform you're using. Because I think some platforms, like some social media platforms, are more forgiving of multiple posts versus like frequent posting versus others. Like to me, if I'm looking at say Twitter, it's just like quick thoughts. So if someone is posting, every day or even twice a day, just like a random thought, I'm fine with that. Like a lot of times I find just humor and entertainment on my Twitter feed just because it's like a random thought pops into this person's head and they go, "You guys ever think about why XXX?" And I'm like, "Ha, great." And I move it on. But when it's like on Facebook and it's like, good Lord, how many articles is Joe going to keep sharing on this thing? Like I start to unfollow people because it's just starting to get too much. There's some posters, man, like that will also determine if I accept someone's friend request. It's like if I don't quite know them, I'll look on their feed and I'll see what kind of content they post. And usually if it's somebody that just has share. It's like,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, ugh, this person's just gonna annoy me, not bring anything to my life. So same with your organization. Like, you also want to be wary of what you would bring to these ideal followers' lives. Like, if they were to see you friend request somebody and they looked on your page and they see the kind of posts you put, would they be like, ooh, that looks, either interesting, or it helps them feel like they learn more about your organization? Great. But if it's just constantly like, this Friday, come down to this thing. Hey, don't forget this Friday, this thing. Tomorrow's Friday. It's like, oh, enough. Um, Golgi Baby said
God,
that,
you're so
how
loud.
about Instagram? So Instagram is also like, I mean, the fact is that you can only post visual stuff, right? Like, you can't, like, Twitter is just, you can just write a comment or a word, but um, with Instagram, you have to have something visually stimulating or interesting, right?
I feel like it's the things that Zuckerberg touches that you got to be careful on.
Ooh, what do you mean by that? Explain that, because
Because
he's now our
he's so
neighbor.
into he's because the algorithm it's always changing, and it's so like right now it's really anti businesses and anti pages, and so you just gotta be real careful with your content and want to be as much like a person as you can be. So spamming is real. He does not like that.
Yeah, I noticed like some of the changes when she says like it's anti-business.
Yeah.
It's so obvious. Like before, like from our business account, we would put up a post. You could tag people on there. Like if I wanted to tag Jamie on our pop post about today's live stream, you can't tag her.
Sometimes I can and sometimes I can't.
Oh, I've never been able to. I've
That's
only been
yeah.
able to tag other fan pages or business pages.
Yeah. It's
Um,
really weird. One time I could tag you, like the other week.
oh, and did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
thanks.
know why though, but I don't know what the change was. Like maybe they just changed the thing that day. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
super.
Brian says that it's anti-business until you pay. So that's exactly what it is, because they're kind of like drug dealers. Like, they gave you the taste, and now that you're hooked, and it's like, oh, it was so effective. This is so great to connect to our audience. And like, okay, now you got to pay, because you've been
Yeah.
getting all this stuff for free. Now you got to pay up, son. And so that's what's going on. But as far as Instagram goes, yeah, I mean, um, Instagram is kind of the thing that I've noticed is you can get away with spamming people. It feels like a little more socially acceptable if you spam through your stories.
Yeah, yeah.
People are way more forgiving of having like multiple
Yeah.
posts a day on stories. But if you're gonna choose to put it on the feed, like, it better be
Yeah.
worth it. And I noticed, like, so even just in noticing, I guess, like, successful people on Instagram that I follow, whether it's like celebrities or organizations and stuff, like, they always put so much into their stories, and it seems like it's very like basic stuff, but when they do post in the feed, like, it's very what is that, like, they put a lot of thought and effort into it. It's like a really nice photo, and a long nice caption and stuff. Brian says, totally, I'm shaking and rubbing my nose as I hit boost post. He starts getting the scratches. Come on, man, I gotta boost that post. Oh, that's so true. But
I think one though to think about as a nonprofit on Instagram, like it might not be super fast to get more followers without putting money behind it, but I feel like a lot of people do just randomly look for nonprofits and start following them, because I read something before about there's like 5 reasons why people follow you and share your stuff on social media, and one of them is because they want to show people what they believe and what they stand for, and they want to like look like a good person. So that really works in nonprofits' favor. So as long as you're like posting good stuff and just be there, I feel like they find you, because a lot of times we get followed on the different client accounts that we manage at the same time by the same person. So they're just like looking for nonprofits.
Mm-hmm. That's a great point. Golgi baby said, is TikTok even relevant for the professionalism of a nonprofit? TikTok is popular. I would say that TikTok is hitting mainly a target audience that is not as important to nonprofits just right for now. I think because TikTok is such a young audience.
Unless that's your target.
Unless that's your target, that's true. That's a great point. I'm just thinking of the ones that I I work with or relate to, because I'm old. But like, take for instance, like what's the one that is anti-tobacco, like Truth, that campaign, that organization Truth, where their whole purpose is to educate the youth about the dangers of smoking and vaping and tobacco, right? Like they are perfect for TikTok because that's where their audience is, and their content is very young. Like if you ever see any of their commercials and stuff, it's geared towards youth. So TikTok would be so appropriate for them. But if you're an organization that is geared towards adults and stuff like that, it's not necessary for you to just go wherever is most popular. It's wherever is most popular for who you're trying to reach. And on top of that, which platform you have content that would do well on. Because like you could say like, oh yeah, I do, I want to hit that same target audience that Instagram does. But if you don't have anything to take photos of and you never have pictures, then what are you going to post about, right? And it's like, no, all you tend to do is explain about, I don't know, laws and stuff like that. It's like, oh, then I think
stock photos can get old.
Yeah. Oh, what people used to do to get around that is like they would just share like inspirational quotes, like images that's like of the ocean, and have it written like, don't be a follower, be a believer. And it's just like, oh, this is getting so tacky and cheesy. So you want to avoid doing stuff like that just to say, oh, I post 3 times a week. But if nobody wants it, then stop posting it. Golga Baby says, know your audience. Absolutely. Yep, exactly. That's, I think if anyone who watches us knows, that's kind of our MO is always know your audience, know who you're trying to reach and what they want, and make that your influence of what you're trying, what your decision is. Anything else that we didn't talk about in regards to like how often to post to social media, or maybe how more to handle social media a little more effectively? Because I think ultimately that's what these people want to know, right?
I think especially like there's sometimes when I think I have these like 2 things that I want to share really badly, and then I'll post both of them, and then the second one doesn't get nobody sees it. Yeah. So just really like try to hold. What is it? My math teacher would tell me, you must try to control yourself.
Why would your math teacher tell you that?
Because I laughed a lot. I was really loud. It was Iolani, and he was like very like, he would go like that with his glasses and push his glasses up. And, Jamie, you must try to control yourself. So just try to control it. Like hold it back. Even if you don't have a scheduler yet, like make a Post-it and do it the next day.
Or put it in your phone as a reminder, like in your calendar.
Yeah,
like tomorrow at 7 p.m. post your brownie picture. I just think it's hilarious. Like I can not imagine like a math class being reason for a student to get so excited to make noise. It's like X minus Y. Oh, calm down, children. We haven't even gotten to the square roots yet. We're just, come on, guys. But then again, it's Iolani, so. Anyways.
I want to do one thing before we go.
Okay.
I just want to test this button.
Okay, so
wait,
what is it? What is the
I'm
button?
not going to tell you.
Oh, okay. The end. Hey!
Wow. Yay! It worked.
Now it would have been cooler if I knew what it was and I could have sparked something.
I wanted to surprise you.
Oh. Here, how about we surprise them? So, I got it. Which button was it?
It's the one that has the smudgy label. 'cause
This
I
one right here?
ruined it.
Okay. Let's pretend that nobody's in here, and then we just saw the door open. It's Golgi, baby!
Yeah.
Where is
Oh,
it?
no,
Yeah,
there,
it's
yeah.
Golgi, baby!
Okay.
I don't. Golgi, baby, is that even your real name? Because if it isn't, I want it to be. Because I feel like I'm just gonna keep saying your name in my head all day today. Like this is my. Oh, it's not.
Oh.
Well, I won't force you to out yourself, but know that you have given me reason to feel so joyous that I just feel like it's a party every time you're here. That was a great surprise. I had wanted her to get this for us. So
we have to test it because we have an event on Thursday.
oh, I was gonna say tomorrow, but yeah, Thursday. We're gonna use it on this event for Thursday. So in fact, if you want to attend, this is like shameless plug. You don't have to listen to this.
I thought it's just for the school. No.
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
It shouldn't be because they're trying to raise funds.
Oh, they are?
Well, how about this? We don't know if you're invited or not. But if you are,
Or
this
maybe
is
they can look on the Facebook page
yeah.
or something.
So this is for Holy Nativity School in Aina Haina. We're doing a virtual fundraiser for them. It may or may not be open to the public, but the way to find out is if you just go to their website, go to Google Holy Nativity School, and on their website, if it's open to the public, they'll have information on how you can register. But you can at least be a part. I know for sure you can at least be a part of the auction right now. They have a virtual auction going on. There's some really awesome things. But if you can join, it'll be Thursday night at 6:30 Hawaii Standard Time, and this is where we'll
You
be
have to
using.
push it twice.
This is where we'll be using this thing. Oh,
Okay.
maybe I didn't push it too. Yeah, yay! So, see, Brian says I saw H cans and donated to that because of your live video right before. Aw, I didn't know about it otherwise. Wow, thanks, Brian.
That's crazy.
That gave me goosebumps. Honestly, that's so nice. I was just gonna say that for HCAN we did a live what is it drawing, like raffle number drawing and raffle ticket drawing, and so that's what this
You have to push it because it takes it off and then puts it back on again.
that's what this is gonna be used for Holy Nativity School. When people get random drawing, we're gonna go Jamie's won, yay! Golgi baby has won.
You gotta go. Your doctor's
Oh, I
appointment.
have to go. I have a doctor's appointment. Okay. Well, Golgi baby and Brian and the rest of you who joined us, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I hope you guys had fun. This was fun for us, I think. Well, it was fun for me.
I ate, so I'm good.
Yeah. And Brian, we're gonna see you in an hour. All right. See you guys. Bye.
Oh, what do I do now? Oh no, I forgot. Oh, button,
this is
button.
so awesome.